Being born has made me thousands, man. Yes, I'm 21 years old and I'm born, man. And I'm honestly probably happy to say that because it has made me thousands of dollars. Honestly, we'll just jump right into it, man. But for y'all that don't know, as you can see by the title, I'm 21 years old and I'm a future full time entrepreneur. And I'm just here to give y'all some good mindset and help y'all stay in that bag and keep from staying in the rat race. So, mainly how it has made me thousands of dollars is because I'm staying out the way, and that comes with being born. Now, honestly, you could kind of just say I'm an old soul. I'm like a 40-year-old in a 21-year-old's body because honestly, they tell us that our 20s is just going, it's the time to, fall on our face and, we got a lot of time. And honestly, I'm here to tell you, like, I don't want you to think of it like we got a lot of time. Yes, we are young. If you are young watching this, but this kind of just the time to set up our life to where it's gonna be easier for our 30s, 40s, and beyond. You feel me? And how being born and staying out the way gonna help you is because you're gonna be able to get into your own zone. And honestly, I want you to get a whiteboard and write out all your distractions, all the stuff that that kind of keeps you from keeping the bread in your pocket and like kind of keeping you broke. I want you to name out all those things and write it out so you know exactly what you need to stay away from. And that's the main thing that I need you to stay away from. So you can go ahead and pocket that money that you spend it on unnecessary stuff that really doesn't, hold any value, and it doesn't help your time or your peace. And yeah, we'll get into time and peace a little bit later, but honestly, it's kind of like you're buying back your own time because people get to the point where they make a little couple extra dollars and they want to get a better car or start buying out more. And kind of I want you to get to the point where, like, if you make a few extra dollars, you kind of just put that up. And that comes with being a little bit boring, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you want to go out your way and kind of just like spend how you want and get your you know spend what you hardly worked for. But it's kind of like you really helping yourself in the future, because if you save the money, it's gonna save you. And you don't want to be living check to check to where it's like you kind of don't have your peace, where it's like if something go wrong, I'm falling all the way off. So any extra money you have, it shouldn't pertain to trying to like make yourself feel happy with what you already have. The extra money you have should be put up for a rainy day, so you kind of just buying your peace. More you have on that, in them savings and emergency fund, it's kind of just like your piece, man. You can kind of just like if something goes wrong, you'll be able to have the pay to where okay, you can get that out the way and go ahead hop back on track, and it won't knock you off, and it kind of keeps you from certain situations to where if you'll be uncomfortable, and that's gonna help you a lot. It's gonna help you with your whole mental health, and you'll be able to move how you want to move because you got your peace of knowing like okay, if I do have to, come out of pocket for something financially, I'll be able to take care of that and it's fine. So you got to be a little bit to the point where you self isolate a lot and stop trying to like pop it and be around everybody else. You kind of just got to be to the point where you by yourself a little bit more and you pocketing your paper. You feel me? Because you don't want to get to the point where you're trying to, spend money to try to look cool for, somebody else, and they ain't even somebody that even want to be on your side for real. You feel me? So yeah, man. And also your spending habits, bro. Like a lot of y'all make some decent pay. Like I know some of y'all make some decent pay for real. Like, but it's like you got a spending problem, bro. And if you ever want to get to the point where you have peace about money and you're not stressing about it, you gotta actually map out where your money is going, bro. So get you a little budget. And it's not hard to do. It's 10 minutes. Like you can look up something, bro. Like we all got the internet. So it's easy, bro. If you actually want to get serious about building some actual pape and having some real pape, you gotta actually notice what you're spending on, because I mean, all of us have our vices or whatever we spend our stuff on, whether that's drug, what I'm saying, like alcohol, I don't know, I don't want to say the wrong thing, you know what I'm saying, but partying or eating out way too much, bro. Like not knowing how to like just go to the store and get you something that's gonna last you way more than some Canes or some McDonald's. You feel me? And it's like you want to put that in your money in your pocket, so it's making you money. So your 9 to 5 is actually making you some money, and you're not just spending it all. And like I said, it's helping you get your peace, so you won't have to stress about anything later, man. Because it's gonna be stuff that come up. If you too busy spending your money on other stuff, when the time come where you actually need your paper, you ain't gonna have nothing, and you gonna be in a little hole stressing on whatever it is that come up. Cause I mean, it's life, bro. Something gonna come up next. You need to be putting up money for that rainy day when something come up. You got to be thinking like that, bro. You can't be thinking broke, bro. Cause honestly, if you're not thinking about the future with your money, then you kind of cook, bro. You wanna make your money help you in the future. You feel me? So stop with them spending habits and spending money on stuff that you're not really, that's not gonna help you, bro. You gotta see exactly what you spending your paper on, bro, and stop for a little bit so you can keep some of that. Keep some of that, bro. Save the money so it can save you, man. So you can be cool and you can have your time and you can have your peace and you can keep yourself out of certain situations that you don't want to be in, because you had the discipline to keep some of the money that you were making. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, this has made me thousands. This method has made me thousands, just being boring and staying out the way, you know? And you'll get to the point where okay, you got something, you good, you know what I'm saying? You won't be able to spend your money a little here and there, but it's because you were able to be a little bored here and there, man. You was able to go a little month or two just being bored and, you know, doing the right things so you can keep your money. You want to keep some of that paper. Like people, like broke people, poor people think of money like money is to spend. Like no, bro. Sometimes money is to make more money, or money is to have some peace just to hold on to. You feel me? You can't instantly be thinking like I'm gonna spend this, I'm gonna spend that, spend this, spend that, spend that, bro. It's sometimes y'all probably even y'all make some decent pay, man. Y'all just spending it too much, bro. And you got to get to a point where you want to pay yourself, man. Pay yourself. Literally, pay yourself. Give yourself some money, man. So when something happen, you gonna be straight. You ain't gotta worry about it. And I want you to set a specific goal, whether that's $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, for my people that real grinders. I want y'all to go for 3K. For my what I'm saying, little hustlers that's starting off trying to get in their bag and learn about not being broke. I want you to save up a little band. Like, have you a goal, bro. Have 5K, 10K, 15K, 20K. Like, we need goals. Exactly how much money you want to set up, bro. And it's no competition, bro. So set out what you think you can accomplish, what you know you can accomplish, and just keep that in your pay. Keep that in your savings, bro. If you need to, get a whole different bank account and put that up. You know what I'm saying? And don't put a whole bunch up to where you can't do your day to day life or pay your bills. Like, of course, take out your money that you know you need to spend to keep your life functioning. But you need to, all the little cracks and crinkles, you need to put that up. You spending them little cracks and crinkles, you know what I'm saying, trickling, you spending that on stuff that you trying to have fun with. Like, nah, you got to be a little boring so you can be able to take that money and keep that pace so you can buy back your time and your peace, man. It's all this money is all about having a little freedom and having a little peace that you can move how you want to and you ain't got to worry about something happening. You feel me? So set yourself out a goal, man, and make thousands off of just being born, bro. Just be born, bro. Chill sometimes and keep that money to yourself. Pay yourself, man. Pay yourself. Okay? Be a little born, man. This has made me thousands of dollars. I can vouch, man. Being born can make you thousands of dollars. It's a good talk. It's your boy Chris Deshaun, man, and I'm signing out, man.